Hi, everybody, and welcome back. As promised, we're going to go up north to Pocono Downs, Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs for 3 divisions of the Max C. Hemp Memorial Pace for 3-year-olds. They were goodies, too. In the first division, we had the entry of George Teague. His 2 steeds were Johnny Z and Chasin' Racin'. They went off as 6-5 favorites. And Dan Carter, not to be confused with Don Carter, the old bowler.
Oh, I was kind of confused as too. I'm so glad you said something.
Was the second choice at 9-5. Let's watch.
Underway, Gallant Yankee first to show in between horses, leaving there. Also on the outside, Arctic Warrior moving up to second. Far outside, getting into a Chasin' Racin'. They're going to be 3 across in the early going. Johnny Z settled at the rail there, 4th. Moving up 5th is Dan Carter. Ray's Western close behind that 6th. And Picasso's Boy is the early trailer. Winning that early duel for the lead is Arctic Warrior with Dave Miller as they swing around and hit the quarter-mile marker in 26 flat. Arctic Warrior coming off a 3rd in the Berries Creek final, set a track record here as a 2-year-old has the lead now on the front stretch. Gallant Yankee coming off an overnight win 2nd. Here comes Sears with Johnny Z coming off the layoff from the Meadowlands. He's going to make a play, and the entry mate Chasin' Racin', 4 for 5 this year, also to the outside as Johnny Z takes over. Then it's Dan Carter on the outside, perfect this year, including a late closer win at Pocono. Ray's Western in from the Meadows is a close-up, 6th in the trailer. Picasso's Boy only 6 links back. The half 55-1, 29-1 for the second panel. And right now, Johnny Z calling the shots on the back stretch, leads it by a length and a half. On the outside, his entry mate battling there is Chasin' Racin' first over. Inside third, Arctic Warrior. Dan Carter has the cover on the outside, second over, moving up. At the rail there, Gallant Yankee also moving up from the back. Picasso's Boy, Ray's Western the trailer, but all 7 still have a shot. 3/4, 122-3, a 27-2 third panel. Johnny Z trying to hang on to that lead. They're coming at him from all sides. On the outside there, Chasin' Racin'. Dan Carter getting ready to go 3 wide. Arctic Warrior still at the rail. At the top of the stretch, Johnny Z trying to hold them all off. Outside, Chasin' Racin'. Down at the rail, Arctic Warrior. Dan Carter far outside. Johnny Z is digging in.
Wow, Johnny Z, off a 2-month layoff, showed no signs of rust, but he did give them the dust. I mean, he dusted that field wire to wire. A classy field in 151-2 racehorse time with little or no urging from Sears. He is going to be very contentious and a force to reckon with in the final, which takes place tonight. $300,000 on the line, which you can bet either at Mohegan Sun, Pocono Downs, or right here, should it be in better proximity for you, at Harrah's Chester. So that was a terrific mile. Arctic Warrior raced a decent for Miller to get second, and Gallant Yankee at 20-1 bomber with Yannick Gingras finished third. The second division, Heather's got that for you.
Thank you very much. More George Teague horses in here. We've got Barber Pole. He's not just the favorite, the overwhelming favorite at 1-5. Then there's also Mr. Wiggles. George Teague Jr. Is training this horse, so check out him. I don't want to give anything away, but he's a long shot in here with Corey Callahan. And River Shark raced in the Berries Creek. Now, he made a break in that big race, and he's hoping to rebound.
Underway. Good clean start here. Starting fast, the 2 rail horses. That's LaHaye and School Kids battling it out in the early going. Coming up on the far outside, that's River Shark into 3rd, followed by Barber Pole close in 4th. Going on a break, there goes School Kids, and that forced River Shark way out wide, but Dubé does a nice job getting him back in there. Back in 4th now is Spring again, followed by Mr. Wiggles, and still on a break back there. Looks like it's over for School Kids. The quarter reached in 27 even, and it's LaHaye. Brian Sears on the front end again. Now on the outside, there is River Shark. He's going to make a play for the lead, and he clears here. This is the one that broke last time out, snapped a 4-race winning streak at the Big M. Barber Pole coming off back-to-back impressive wins, now heads to the outside. He's the 1-5 favorite going after River Shark, and he's going to clear with Tetrick. Back in 3rd there is LaHaye, and wasn't able to clear there. Barber Pole not yet, as Tetrick working hard on him. Back in 4th is Spring again, followed by Mr. Wiggles, and again out of it there after the break with School Kids. The half 56-2, 29-2 second panel. Not very quick for these, and finally clearing there was Barber Pole. Had to work hard to do it, but he's clear now by 2. In the pocket trying to fight back there is River Shark inside 3rd. third. LaHaye coming up with a rush on the outside. That's Callahan with Mr. Wiggles moving into third. Back in fifth is Spring again. 3/4, 1:23.3. They sped that one up to 27-1. Mr. Wiggles flying on the outside, going after Barber Pole and taking over the lead here. Barber Pole trying to fight back on the rail. River Shark gets off the rail. At the top of the stretch, Mr. Wiggles.
Okay, it wasn't the outcome that we all thought was going to happen with Barber Pole. He actually mixed the front, and I thought he had it from there, didn't you? I mean,
25,
yeah,
I mean, you would
exactly.
think.
But then here comes Mr. Wiggles and Corey, like this really long brush. They get to the front, and that was it.
He came first over, too.
Yeah, I mean, this horse raced really, really good. In fact, he wins in 151-2. River Shark was second in here. LaHaye was third, and I don't want to give any more details because I caught up with Corey recently, and we talked about his 1,000th win in addition to this really great race. Okay, Corey, that was a big first over move. I wasn't really sure that you had it. What were you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, coming off the turn, I definitely thought I had it. I mean, that wasn't my intention to be first up with 7 horses. Well, it actually ended up being 6 horses in there. I knew I was getting away last, and I figured at worst that would be third over. And, you know, I mean, nobody really moved on the backside. We were going a good clip, and nobody come out underneath of me, so I just kept going, and turned out it was the right move to make.
Yeah, he looks super, and actually you're second in another limb, so you have a decision to make. Who are you driving, and how do you feel about the final tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I decided to go with Mr. Wiggles. I mean, he paced a really big last half. I mean, you know, not to take anything away from Rusty's All In. He's a very athletic horse, and, you know, I'm sure whoever gets him will be very happy to drive him in the final.
1,000 wins for Corey Callahan. Very exciting. I feel like you should have more because I always see you in the winner's circle, but you started a little bit late. You actually got an education and stuff, right?
Correct. Yeah, I mean, I got a very late start. I mean, I didn't even, you know, climb in the sulky until I was about 25 and didn't drive in a race until I was about 26. So.
And you're how old now?
I just turned 31.
Oh, okay. All right. So what's it mean to you?
I mean, you know, it means a lot. You know, I feel like you know, I've won a lot of races and made a quick move. So, you know, I'm very happy. I know my family was out there for my 1,000th victory. So it was nice to, you know, even though I would have liked to have got it a little bit sooner than I did, it was nice to get it, you know, back at home when everybody could be there.
Well, congratulations and many more.
Thank you.
Thank you, Corey, and mucho congratulations on victory number 1,000. I'm sure it's the first of many 1,000s he'll have in his lifetime. Okay, in race 11 at Pocono Downs, we had the third division of the Max C. Hemp Memorial. It was Sheer Desire with Pallone, went off the 6-5 favorite. Built to Drive, Brian Sears, the 8-5 second choice, and Bunkmeister with Tim Tetrick, the 3-1 third pick. Let's see what happens.
Underway, leading on the inside there, Rusty's All In quickly for the early lead. Down at the rail, getting away second there is San Benelli. On the outside, Sheer Desire moves up third. Then it's a gap of about 4. Back to up front, Hoosier Boy on the rail. Built to Drive, caught on the outside early there, 5th. Now finds a spot. Mobile is 6th, and on an extended break, Bunkmeister will not be in this one. Sheer Desire going after that lead. A lot of top-end speed in this race. They hit the quarter in 27-1. It's Sheer Desire. Second time off the layoff. This one broke 150 as a 2-year-old last year. Dave Pallone with a cameo appearance for the drive. Rusty's All In with Callahan. This one's won 3 of his last 4, pacing second. San Benelli in from Scioto is gapped out third. Inside is up front Hoosier Boy 4. Then it's Built to Drive, trying to win 4 straight at 4 different tracks. That one is pacing 5th. Following that cover is Mobile in from the Meadows. And again, Bunkmeister out of it. The half 55-3, 28-2 second panel. Honest Fractions being put on the board by Sheer Desire. Looks comfortable on the front end. Pallone hasn't asked for anything yet. In the pocket there is Rusty's All In. Moving up on the rail there is San Benelli. Long first over grind now for Built to Drive, who appears to be laboring. Inside up front, Hoosier Boy is 5th. Mobile trying to get into it 6th. All the action on the front end here, 3/4, 123-1, 27-3 for the third panel. It's still Sheer Desire trying to to run out the clock. Rusty's all in, has been in his back pocket the whole way. Mobile trying to come up 3 wide there into third. At the top of the stretch, it's still Sheer Desire.
Sheer Desire, to the surprise of absolutely no one, won the race by 3/4 of a length in 151 flat. Rusty's all in, and Corey Callahan finished second at 12-1. Up front, Hoosier Boy was a 20-1 bomber with leading driver at Pocono Downs. His name is
Jim Morrill Jr.
You're right. Absolutely. Excellent.
He's getting so many plugs on this show.
It's amazing.
Every week.
When we come back, we're going to have the coach on. Evie's going to make his picks, and also more action from Harris Chester. Stay with us.
And they're off.